From the Home Slice News Center, this is the Daily Slice for Tuesday, May 14th of 2024. I'm Amy Rose, and this is what's going on. The Rapid City Parking Enforcement Office says the number of citations for vehicles extending into the lane of travel were triple the number for the same time frame last year, with 41 citations. Parking Operations Manager Anna Gilligan says they're receiving an increasing number of complaints from citizens about the larger vehicles extending into traffic. City officials are reminding drivers of extended cab and large vehicles about parking options in the downtown area. Many of the citizen complaints involve vehicles such as pickups and other large vehicles protruding into traffic lanes while parked along St. Joseph and Main Street. The city encourages drivers with those vehicles to park on two-lane side streets that run north and south. A new Underwood man has been sentenced to 25 years in prison for an accidental shooting death. Here's Gary Matthews with the details.
30-year-old William Hopkins has been sentenced in connection with the death of 28-year-old John Walter II on November 20th of 2022. Hopkins fatally shot Walter while recklessly handling a gun during cleaning. In March, Hopkins pleaded guilty to second-degree manslaughter, admitting his responsibility for Walter's death.
In national and international news, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken says that American military aid on its way to Ukraine will make a real difference on the battlefield. The remarks came Tuesday as the top diplomat made an unannounced visit to reassure that an ally is facing a fierce new Russian offensive. According to open-source monitoring analysis, Moscow's troops have captured around 100 to 125 square kilometers in the Kharkiv region. That includes at least 7 villages in recent days. Though most of those villages were already depopulated, thousands of civilians in the area have fled the fighting. Analysts have called this moment one of the most dangerous for Ukraine since Russia's full-scale invasion. President Volodymyr Zelensky asked for more air defense systems to protect civilians in the northeast. And the United Nations says more than 500,000 Palestinians have been displaced in recent days by escalating Israeli military operations in both southern and northern Gaza. Aid workers are struggling to distribute dwindling supplies to Palestinians in makeshift tent camps, facing catastrophic levels of hunger. The United Nations Agency for Palestinian Refugees says around 450,000 Palestinians were driven from the southern Gaza city of Rafah over the past week. The UN said Monday that 100,000 people were displaced so far by Israeli evacuation orders in northern Gaza. Israeli forces are battling militants in northern areas despite launching major operations earlier in the war. Palestinian officials say Israeli strikes in central Gaza killed at least 12 people overnight and into Tuesday. And finally, officials aim to hopefully refloat the trapped cargo ship Dali this week, following the detonation of explosives at a crucial section of the collapsed Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore on Monday, according to a spokesperson. The controlled charges were deployed to demolish a segment of the bridge debris resting on the vessel, with the intention of freeing it nearly 7 weeks after the collision that led to the bridge's collapse and claimed the lives of 6 construction workers. Video footage of the planned detonation depicted a section of the collapsed structure breaking away from the ship and plunging into the water, although some wreckage remained atop the vessel. Your weather forecast from the Home Slice Weather Center: scattered showers today, highs close to 70, thunderstorms tonight with 51. That was your Daily Slice for Tuesday, May 14th of 2024. The Daily Slice is a production of Home Slice Media Group, hosted by Amy Rose with Gary Matthews, executive producer Mark Houston, engineered by Chris Jacquez. I'm Amy Rose. Have a great day.